Hey there YouTube, it's Spider. I know it's been a long time since I made a video. Yeah, I don't know, I've just been doing a lot of stuff, whatever. But yeah, this is kind of like a small update of my dumpster excursions, if you will. And of course, many of you who've been following me for a while know that I found this PlayStation in the dumpster in the rain, and it still works perfectly. Got a game going right now. I have to get memory cards for it because I don't know, I didn't have very many PlayStation games anymore, but I have a few now. But we'll get back to this in a moment. Move over here to something that was recently found, and let's see. And this thing came. Well, this thing was, I guess, it's the Sony Trinitron KX-4200. Yeah, it's a mouthful, right? But yeah, it came out in 1984. Apparently, I did a little bit of research on it. It's a portable TV. And yeah, it has a handle up here, and hold it like that. And then you can see all the little knobs and stuff to adjust the picture, brightness, color, tint, hue, whatever. This little apparatus on the side here is what you would use to get, it has a little supply, it's powered actually, I think, by this TV, but it gives you access to VHF and UHF channels. Unfortunately, that part doesn't work. The TV itself works, but I haven't been able to figure out yet how to get this part to work. Though the buttons and everything work fine. And I have it plugged in the back, the way it should be. Oh, by the way, this down here, I believe this thing took rechargeable batteries, and you could plug it in here. This is like the regular DC in, and this here is let me give you. Here, let me turn this off. I'll give you kind of like an idea of what the battery might have looked like back then. Let's see. This will be kind of tricky to do with just one hand, I guess, or not at all. There we go. So the battery was this huge thing, and yeah, I guess this is I suppose this is the battery. I don't know if it would work or not. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. This thing is old, but I can try. I'll try that at another time update for you guys. But yeah, this battery I doubt very much works, but it still can be used to power the TV, which itself does work. And I've recently just been playing around, and let me put this in here. Turn this on. And there you go. This is Grand Theft Auto London 1969. It's like the expansion for Grand Theft Auto Part 1. And I can't get the sound to work. I couldn't find out I'll figure out, the sound inputs. But I'm sure I'll be able to work something out here. Let me turn some lights off so you can kind of see it. The picture is surprisingly clear for this thing being nearly 30 years old and for being so small. And as you can see, the refresh rate on it's light too. You can try and zoom in a little bit. You can kind of read some of the menus slightly. Of course, the camera's not doing it any justice at all. But here, let's see. Actually, I do not want to cancel, or I want to get back to the game. But yeah, it's really difficult to play with one hand. But yeah, this is actually really cool to me. I'm a fan of vintage technology and everything, so this is kind of right up my alley. I like to work on it and figure out how to get certain things working. Yeah, the screen size is tiny, I know. So, it's not really a feasible device to actually play games on or watch TV on or whatever, but it's cool to have, It weighs roughly about, I'd say, maybe 8 pounds. It's not that heavy, given the fact it's old, and, lots of older technology, like TVs, for example, even, weighed a ton of any size, and this one's pretty lightweight. It's pretty portable, And, get the lights back on. Alright, now you can see it again. But, yeah, this thing is pretty neat. And this part here, you can detach it if you want to. I'm not going to worry about it. Now, there is a little bit of damage. I mean, as you may have seen, the antenna is kind of broken. I was able to pull it out with tweezers, though, so I can extend it fully. That's not a problem. Speaker's up here, and then the volume knob's up there. And, yeah, I don't know what that is. It's like fluff or something. But this here, this little leg, someone who had it previously bent it out of shape, so it won't fit flush with the bottom of the TV anymore, which is not a big deal. I'd rather have it so it sets up like this anyway, but it's pretty cool. I like it. Here's a headphone jack and AVN 1 and 2, because there are two audio-video inputs. But if you look at the back, and then you can see why it's kind of hard to figure out exactly how I could put the sound in. Because there's like input 1, input 2, and output 1. But when I plug the video cable into output 1, I can play the game with it. Or if I put it in input 1, it still works. It's kind of weird. So I'll probably go to Radio Shack or something and figure out a way to get this to kind of work. If it's even worth it. Well, it is to me, I guess, so yeah, it's worth it. But yes, that's about all I have at this moment. And yeah, let me get a better view of the top for you. Yeah, this thing is pretty nifty. Guess that's it for me for now. So I'll try and do videos a bit more frequently, but I don't know, just stuff keeps getting in the way, happening. I had jury duty last month, which was no fun. So, yeah, I'll try and be a little bit more active on my channel now. Anyway, that's it for me. Spider out.